Hello everyone and welcome to today's healing subscription. Today we ran into a bit of a snag. This is the second time I'm recording. Or was it the third time? I can't remember because the previous times I recorded there were no sound. So I had to do a bit of running around looking for where the sound issues came from and had to sort them out. So hopefully third time lucky, I can have all of this up and running for you today. So in today's session we are working with the Titania fortune cards and we're using this as a base, and I'm doing a reading for you, and on top of the reading we've got the Chumpi Khuya or the Shamanic stones placed to do balance, and then we're going to do a correction or a balance with a Lemurian crystal one that I've got. So let's dive in. I know for you this is the first time around, but for me this is now the third time. So let's see if it goes this time around. Happy full moon, by the way. So let's start with our tune-in. Our light code for today's session is the full moon light code, and we're going to use this as our way to connect to the healing session and also to connect to the work that you're doing and to have a focus. So perhaps close your eyes, take a moment to relax and just tune in and think about what you would like to receive, what you would like to release, what you would like to bring into your life, and what you would like to heal. Take as much time as you need. When you're ready, open your eyes and look at the light code. Perhaps allow your eyes to trace the lines. Don't analyze, don't translate or understand. Just allow your eyes to go where they go. And you're connecting with the frequency or the energy of what it is that you would like to bring into your life, receive, let go of, or heal. If you need more time here, feel free to pause the recording. Okay, let's get into our reading for today. So on the base, I have our light code. This is our connection and our link for today's session. And on top of that, I place the Titania cards. So there's 9 cards. The central card is on the light code, and this is one of our most important cards because this represents us, and the top left hand card represents where we are now in our lives. I must say, overall this reading is really awesome. It's actually very, very positive, and I am very positive and happy about the cards that came up in today's session. So quickly running through the cards, the first one we have is the ring, then the dog, the sun, the tree, the coffin, the key, the clover, the bouquet, and the heart. So the ring is where we find ourselves now. The ring is about partnerships or agreements, or things like that, things where we've made commitments. And when we have the dog and the ring together, we have a partnership or agreement with a friend. The sun would indicate that this is a good friend or a helpful friend, because the sun usually makes everything bigger. So we have in our lives a partner, whether it's a working partner or a friend or a colleague, or perhaps a romantic partner, but this is someone who is there to help and support you through whatever you are going through. On the next line down, we've got the tree, the coffin, and the key. So the tree and the coffin usually would indicate that there's some form of illness or perhaps some depression or exhaustion. I don't really see this as Yeah, I would say it's probably more like in lines with depression. Maybe there is some form of illness. I don't know what you're going through in your life, but exhaustion is definitely there. We've been through a rough couple of months before where the energies were quite wild. So I think our energy levels are perhaps a little bit low. But the fact that we've got the key next to the coffin indicates that whatever difficulties we're going through here with this health condition or the exhaustion or the depression that you may have, this is all going to lift. This all is part of a karmic cycle that we're going through. So the fact that we've got the key here shows that we will get through this situation. Then we've got the clover, the bouquet, and the heart. The clover that's always a joyful energy. It's a really good luck type quality. When we've got the clover and the bouquet together, this indicates a positive outcome. It's joy, it's happiness. This is really beautiful. Nothing wrong here. The bouquet and the heart is also about joy and love and happiness. So our final outcome here is of joy and happiness, and probably ease as well. When we start looking at the different combinations, let's say for example the key and the tree, the ring and the tree, that indicates that we're doing continual work. So this health condition or the depression or the exhaustion that you're going through, what it's saying is that we must not stop what we're doing. So whatever you're doing, whether it's listening to music or meditation or healing work or whatever it is, keep doing what you're doing. Just be patient with yourself. The ring plus the coffin says that we need to let go of what no longer serves. So this is any agreements that we've made, any connections we've made, any issues like that where it's no longer beneficial for us or helpful for us, that we need to let go of. So it's really about redefining your boundaries and letting go of what no longer serves. This is really, really important. I think this is the key thing, because we've got the ring, as I've mentioned, in the top left-hand corner is one of our most important cards, and the coffin in the center, one of our most important cards. So really think about what boundaries you need to set. Where do you need to let go of things, and where do we need to move into a new direction? The dog with the coffin, that also indicates a form of separation. So we need to separate with what is not serving, what is no longer working for us. Very, very important. We need to be discerning now. The sun plus the coffin shows that whatever this is that we're working with, the healing crisis or depression or the exhaustion, we will get through this. We will get through this. But it does show that it's not it's not going to be like, whoops, tomorrow we fixed. We still have to work through it. The ring plus the tree said we need to continue doing what you're doing. The sun is saying we're lighting your path and that you can see what's coming. So have your eyes open and follow intuition and follow your insights. What else can I talk about here? The bouquet and the coffin combination, that also indicates improvements. So there's definitely improvements happening over here. The clover and the coffin, that again, when we let go of these things that no longer serves, that will bring our joy and our ease. And the coffin and the heart indicates forgiveness. It may also indicate grief. It could be that we're grieving the past, what we had and what is now lost. Because when we leave something old behind, whether it's good or bad for you, it doesn't really matter. When we leave that behind, we are going through a grieving process. This whole spread is saying we're moving into a very new energy, very new direction, very new things happening. It's going to be fresh and new and really wow. So I'm very positive about it. But we are used to the old life. We're used to the energies of the old. We're used to the old and dense energies. And to leave the old and dense energies to move into something new can be scary. And it may need a little bit of time to grieve the old life, to perhaps remember how we used to live, and remember or look at how the new life is going. And then to have forgiveness for yourself. Very, very, very important. Have forgiveness for yourself. It's okay to seek forgiveness from others, but I think our most important forgiveness we need is forgiveness from self and forgiveness to self. So then I dowsed to see what Chumpi Khuya needed to go onto the cards. And just to let you know how it works, I have all the stones. They are each in an individual little pouch in another, they are inside a mesa or a cloth, folded cloth. And so when I douse, I don't know which Khuya is going to go where. I literally go, what Khuya needs to go into this card, and I douse with the pendulum and I find the one that needs to go there, and then I open the bag and I get, surprise, this is what's in there. So I've got absolutely no idea which ones are selected to go where when I do this. And I just felt that the way that these Khuya spread themselves over the cards in this session was really incredible. Very, very beautifully done. The ring got the jaguar. The dog has the condor. The sun has community. The tree has the serpent. The coffin has transformation, or the 13th moon, which in this case is a scarab, an Egyptian scarab. The key has the directions, the cardinal directions. The clover has the sun. The bouquet has the moon. And the heart has the field. And so the ring, which is, as I mentioned, one of our most important sections, has the jaguar, which is about quick transformation. So these boundaries that we need to work with, these partnerships, these agreements, our commitments that we perhaps need to let go of or redefine or reset. This has to happen quick, and perhaps it will happen very quick. The friend that we have with us has the condor, which is the bird's eye view. It gives us a big bird's eye view of what's happening. And it's also a type of transformation. Remember, the condor is a type of a vulture, a carrion bird. So it takes the remains of what's festering and it breaks that down. So this is transforming the old stuff that we've probably had for a long time. The community is sitting on the sun, so I think the more that we shine our light, the more we will be in connecting with community from outside. That will be very beneficial for us. The tree, which is a slow movement type energy, which is saying that there's improvements. We have the serpent on there, and the serpent is a slow transforming energy. So it's saying chip away at what you're doing, keep doing what you're doing, have patience. Patience does not mean sitting back and doing nothing. You're still doing the work that you're doing, but we're like water. We're slowly chipping away over time on the rock, and over time all of the rock will be broken down if the water keeps running over it. It may not look like anything's happening immediately, but it does. And then the coffin has the transformation Khuya, and how wonderful to have this one here. The Egyptian scarab is all about transforming energy, and is associated with the heart. So this is really about letting go of what no longer serves and stepping into this new, fresh, vibrant energy. The key has the cardinal directions. So I think the key to our work that we need to do is balance and integration, taking all of the four elements, earth, air, fire, and water, and bringing that into our lives to unlock the secrets that we need for our future ahead. Then the sun is on the clover. Wow, like we've got the sun going in the top corner and the bottom corner of this. And if we look from a shamanic perspective, the line from the sun to the coffin to the clover is the line that we have, or the direction that we have between the earthly world and the heavenly world. So just beautiful that the sun represents itself, or sort of jumps across like that. The bouquet is on the moon, so it's also illumination. So the sun and the moon together, that is our yin and our yang energy. So the clover is a yang and active energy, and the bouquet is the yin feminine energy. And then the field, we reap what we sow, is in our heart. And I think I may have forgotten, because I have done this recording 3 times, but the key and the heart combination is about opening your heart, stepping into a space of vulnerability and authenticity. So I don't know if I'd said this in this recording yet. And so using those 4 elements in the field of our heart, allowing us to open our heart and step into a vulnerability and authenticity so that we can step into this beautiful reality that we are creating. So this is a very positive read. I'm very, very excited about what came up here. And our healing session is going to be working with the Lemurian Quartz Wand over each of these cards and Khuya, and just anchoring the energies in. And so I will see you on the other side. Okay, so we're going to do a bit of healing around all of these just to energize them and to see that the energies are moving and flowing between all of these different cards and positions. Energy seems to be flowing quite nicely in this one. Not too much of a problem. This one's going up a little bit higher. Always needing it a bit higher. That's good. Yes, when the energy feels a little bit lower, so I need to work a little bit harder here, it seems. Well, the serpent is about transformation, and the tree is about growth and development, so perhaps this is where we need to focus a little bit more energy. And then the coffin. Definitely need to clear away whatever is not serving anymore. Give yourself permission to let go of what is not serving and what you don't need in your life anymore. Key seems to be done quick. Flowers needing a little bit more. Take a deep breath in and hold. Crystallize the experience. Crossing both arms over your chest. Breathe down into the ground in a whistling kind of blowing way. Take a deep breath in. Anchor and crystallize the experience. Cross the arms over the chest and blow up into the air. This concludes your healing session. I hope you have a beautiful day, and I'm sending you lots of love and light. Take care.